Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a makeup tutorial of a pretty let's say pretty easy eye look, but with a bold lip. And I mean, that lip, it always lifts it to another level. So a bold lip to a simple eye look is like wearing like heels to a simple outfit. So that really tops things off. That really, I mean, completes the whole look. So yeah, this is kind of not a color that I would wear on a normally day, but it is definitely out of my comfort zone, and that is why I like doing this. I just think you always should like try different things, try new things, try things you haven't tried before, or things that you don't think actually will look good on you, because you never know, and you never know if you will actually like it. You maybe will really love it once you see it on your face and like complete it with some outfit or some, you know, jewelry or accessories or whatever. So yeah, I hope you like this look, and if you want to see how I did this, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's get this party started. And first things first, primer, and I'm going to use the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primer Oil, just because the foundation I'm going to use today is going to be the MILANI Conceal and Perfect Primer 2-in-1. This is a foundation and concealer in one, and this one is really full coverage. And I feel like whenever I have like a primer that is not hydrating enough, or like more on a dewy side, not so much with a matte finish, then this one looks a little bit cakey and heavy. So therefore I think a primer oil is a perfect base for this, and not really a mattifying primer. And I have and my skin type is kind of a combination skin, so depending on the season and like how my skin feels in that particular day, I have like different issues, let's say. Like usually I have my T-zone, so my forehead, nose, and chin a little bit more on the oily side, and then my cheeks can be a little bit more dry. But yeah, so sometimes normal to combination skin. So I will take some out. I'm almost out of it, and this was a tester. It's 0.13 fluid ounce in 4 millimeters, and this have lasted me for such a long time. So I think if you are into primers like this, you'll definitely like this one, and it will last you a really long time. There we go. And I also want to mention that I did moisturize really well before, so I prepped my skin really for this foundation, just because it's so full coverage and heavy kind of otherwise. So I'm using this one in the shade 03. It is light beige. So I'm just taking out like on the back of my hand, and I feel like this was way too much. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in with my finger. I mean, it is really full coverage. Okay, so let's start off with that. And I'm taking like the back of the sponge and going in there a little bit over my eyelid, just because I like that as a base. And like over the zit, I'm just gonna go in with the point of the beauty blender, picking up a small amount of product and just dabbing over it lightly. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now. And I mean, you see how much product I've got left. It really would have been enough with just one pump. So now I'm gonna set it, and for that I'm gonna use my luxury banana powder. This one is by Makeup Revolution. Oh no, actually, I forgot about concealer. Who am I? For concealer, I'm actually also gonna use a Makeup Revolution product. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This one is in the shade C2, and I did a review on this on my channel just kind of 2 weeks ago. So this one is actually like a few people says it's a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, and it is really thick, so you really don't need a lot. Again, I'm using the beauty sponge and blending that into my skin. And with this one, I also like to go over my lid a little bit. That way I have like kind of a double wear prep. And now it's time to set it. So I'm gonna pick up my setting brush. Make sure to set especially kind of bake over the imperfections you try to cover up. This will make sure the product stays in place all day. Now I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl HD Pro Concealer. This one is in the shade Medium Bisque. I'm just gonna do a small contour. And I'm just gonna do a little contouring. Okay, so the contour game is strong today. Maybe a little bit on the forehead as well. Still going in with the same sponge, working this product into my skin. Now I'm gonna sweep away the setting powder, the excess. Now I'm gonna set the contour using the Makeup Revolution bronze palette. I will use like a mixed shade. I'm gonna mix these two. And I'm just using a smaller fluffy brush for that. There we go. Nice and bronzy. Oh, my nose is itching. Do any of you guys have the same, like, I don't know if it's a problem, but whenever I put like foundation and setting powder and stuff onto my nose area, it started to kind of tickle and itch, you know? So I just have to like, oh, I just want to rub it. But I can't, so I'm just like, with a brush. Now moving on to brows. For brows today, I'm gonna use an old goodie. This is the Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this one is in the color Taupe. So whenever I do my brows, what I like to do, I like to start by drawing a bottom line. Just like that. And it's kind of where the nose, you know, you can take like a brush and go upwards, and you see I almost went too far in. So there is where you should kind of start. You can use your nose as a guide. Then to know where to do the arch, you're supposed to go from the nose, like over your iris and up. And as you see, the arch should be around here. So I'm gonna start going downwards, and then you should take it all the way to like the end of your eye, still attached to the nose, and there is where your brow should end. So mine is a little bit too short, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of length to it. And that is perfect. Then with some more product. And I like to do upward strokes like this. And then you kind of leave like a ½ inch or even less. And then you can draw a line there as well, and then just fill them in. And again, at the beginning, I like to go upwards. Then whenever you feel like you've got the perfect amount of product, you go in with the spoolie and brushing them through. And by doing this also, the product will be like nice and even. There we go. Natural, nice brow, you guys. Okay guys, now it's time for the eyes, and I'm going back to an old goodie. It's pretty beat up by now. I've had it for like also almost a year now, but I'm still not out of it. And I've used this like, this is kind of my go-to everyday palette. Like whenever I don't just go for a natural look, where I use like bronzer for my crease. But this is a really beautiful matte and shimmer palette. And it has like a lot of neutral warm shades. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with this shade right there, all over my lid and up to my brow bone, just to set everything so that we can, as you see, we have a little creasing going on. I keep forgetting there's no mirror in it. So I'm just blending that out with my finger and going in with this neutral shade. And for eyes, we're gonna keep it pretty simple, kind of coppery bronzy, goldish, just because we're gonna have a bold lip. Just because we're doing a bold lip, so we don't want it to be kind of too much. It's still gonna be wearable and kind of gorgeous. So now that I'm done with that color, I'm gonna go in with this color and put this into my crease. And that doesn't do that much, but it's still gonna give it like a nice smooth, just kind of defining touch. So I will add just a teeniest small amount of these two, just like that, nothing more. There's still no mirror in it. Like that, it's kind of perfect, not too much. But yet you can kind of see there is something going on, not just a plain eyelid. What we're gonna do next, I'm gonna pick up a smaller pencil brush and I'm actually gonna go in with this shade right there, and I'm gonna add this to my lower lash line as well as the upper. So then I just keep blending it out for a smooth looking lid. And I'm bringing it just a little upward motion with whatever's left, just so it kind of it drags out. Nice smoky effect, because the liner will later kind of make everything look good in the end. First into this one and placing this on the inner part of my eyelid. Then this beautiful reddish one, kind of looks like a cherry color. There's still no mirror in it. So this I'm gonna add to the middle. And lastly, this kind of more brownish-ish. There we go. And again with the blending brush. And like wiping away any fallout situation. And yeah, I think that's it. So now it's time for the liner. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution. There's a lot of Makeup Revolution here today. Liquid liner, and I mentioned I really like the color of it. It's really black, but I don't like the applicator. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go in with a liner brush, and I'm gonna go in there, dip my eyeliner in there, and pick out some product. Like that. And now I'm gonna do a wing. There we're gonna go. And for mascara, can you guess what I'm gonna use for mascara? If you saw my video last week, ta-da! This is the Climax new NARS mascara. First time I used this was on video. It was like the video last week and it kind of blew me away. Oh yeah, and what I'm gonna do one eye, I'm gonna bend my lash, and on the other, I'm not gonna do that. And I'm actually gonna bend this one. I'm gonna do a close-up on this one. Just watch. I mean, it really takes every lash all the way to the top. If you compare the two, I don't see that much of a difference. I mean, they are pretty curled up. So yeah, that's that for now. Now I'm gonna finish up the eye look with some in the corner pop, and I'm gonna use a MAC eyeshadow. You barely see it's a MAC one. This one is in the shade Shroom, and adding this to my inner corner. And I'm kind of intrigued how this is gonna look. This is a loose pigment by Gosh. It is in the shade Copper. And I'm also gonna add a little bit to the lower lash line. Okay, so that was beautiful actually. I really like loose pigment. You can do so much with them. Okay, moving on to lips. First of all, I'm gonna outline my lips using the number 7 Precision Lip Liner. This one is in the shade Fire. I'm slightly outlining them. Now finally going in with the lip shade. This is a lipstick by Sleek. It's a beautiful matte cover, and you see the name Sleek. This is the true color in the shade Cherry, Sheen Cherry. There we go. This is a beautiful deep color. Ooh, it's so creamy. And now I'm gonna clean up the edges with a flat brush and a little bit of concealer. It's time for some highlight, and I'm gonna go back to that Makeup Revolution bronze palette and use the highlighter that is in here. So I'm gonna mix the gold one with this bronzy coppery shade. I feel like not a lot happened. So first I'm gonna go in with NARS Illuminator. This one is in the shade Orgasm. So we will see. This one is so gorgeous, but can you see right now, it is kind of too rosy underneath. So this would have worked like under the foundation. So I'm gonna blend it out. There we go. Now when it's a little bit more tacky, let's see if something more happens. Oh yeah, it did. As a last step, we're gonna add some blush, and this is also by Makeup Revolution, but it's a blush palette, and I actually really like this. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right there. This is more of a deeper shade. Okay guys, so this was the finished look. This is definitely kind of a look out of my comfort zone because the bold, I mean, I like a bold lip, but a bold bright lip. Darker lips, it's kind of not really my thing, but I still really like how it turned out. Something different, you know, you need to go out of that comfort zone to grow and inspire and all that jazz. So I hope you like this, and I hope you're having an amazing Sunday, and I wish you guys an amazing week and everything good, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!